to do that. I've had to go back to the simple. And the thing is I feel like God's really found in the simple, and that we're the ones that complicated everything.
Yeah.
You know, and as I go back to trying to understand how I got to the place to believe the things that I believed, why and how, I'm like, but it was so simple.
Yeah.
Like it says this, and it's plain as day. You know what I mean? Like, why did we have to spin a certain person's take on it, or put it in such a way to where we could use it to control or hurt other people? And just recently, my husband and I were having a conversation at dinner one night, and it was just the two of us. And I was expressing to him some change in thoughts and beliefs that I was having. And he said to me, "Do you remember when you used to say this to me?" And it just broke my heart. I mean, sitting in that restaurant, I had tears in my eyes, and I had to say, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that I held you to that standard for so many years, that I put religion on you, and I didn't give you the freedom and the space to be who God created you to be.
Yeah.
That I made you live within my expectations and what I thought you should have been, like what was being put on me by religion,
Right.
That's so good,
as
Ashley.
what a husband should be. And that was not fair to you, you know?
That is so good.
And I just have found so much freedom in the simplicity. I think it's amazing that she just used that word, because that's what it is. It's simply getting back to just me and God.
Yeah, and I feel like as a kid, that's how I was. I mean, I talked to him on the bus ride, on the way to school,
Me too.
on the way home.
I was Evie's age, talking to God, sitting in the back seat, crawling up on that little ledge where the back windshield is in my nanny's car, and just looking at the clouds and just talking to God, and it
Yeah.
being so simple.
It was.
And
It was.
I mean, just so simple. Just anything I wanted to talk or say or cry or be or it didn't matter. And I knew whom I was talking to. I knew I was in a relationship with God. I
Yeah.
knew it from 3 years old.
I mean, yeah, nobody even had to say
no,
it.
nobody said
They
anything.
didn't have to put a label on it.
I didn't have a label. I'm biracial, so I come from an Asian dad who's Buddhist and a Caucasian Christian mom. So I wasn't taught these things that y'all were taught. Even though I'm from the South and I'm in the South, I was not taught these things because
Right.
I had a Buddhist father and a Christian mom, and they didn't know how to be who they are in us. And it was just a known fact that we're going to raise our kids to know who we are and what their culture is and what they come from, but it's not going to be anything forced. So I had nothing forced on me until I was older, until I was old enough to understand what the religious denomination was speaking and saying to me.
And here comes religion.
Here it comes. And so what Lawrence and I have done is we have taught our children that our kids have always been in a relationship with God. They're like us. They've always talked to Him. They've always been in a relationship with God. But what Lawrence and I saw in the church is that we had to teach our kids not that, oh, you need to have a relationship with God. You need to talk to Him. You need to sit with Him. We had to teach them that, guess what? That is enough.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Right.
Because what we found, the churches that we were in and the religious organizations that we were in were teaching that wasn't enough.
Right.
You had to have faith. You had to have works. You had to have
You had to
all
work.
of these things
Yeah.
that had to be at such levels in order for the things of the blessings and the favor of the Lord to flow and to be able to come down on you. That relationship was not enough. So we've had to do it a little bit different. Our family's always known that we're in a relationship with God, but
Right.
our society and what we've been around wants to say, yeah, but
They want to add extra
what
rules.
church are you in? What things are you doing on Wednesday night Bible study? What works
Yeah.
are you doing? As if me being me is not enough.
Right.
Or my kids being my kids with the Lord is not enough.